Good morning, Gogglefrogs, and good morning, Robert. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Yes, very, very good. So I'm just going to fly through and make sure that my mum is clicked and on.
So, morning, everybody. Lovely to be with you again. And I am with you today and tomorrow for our 150th. And on Saturday when we go live with the Knitting and Stitching show. We'll be 3 out of 4 this week, which is always a bonus, I'm sure. And Angela, how are you? How's it being back home?
Oh, it's lovely. Yes, thank you. Yes. So I think yesterday I was a little bit feeling the effects of driving over 300 miles in a day the day before, but yes, lovely today. Thank you very much. And it's beautiful out there as well, so it's lovely that I can sit here and watch the sun. So yeah, really, really good. Yes. So 149, I can't believe it. Episode 149.
I know. And I found it, I just I don't know if you've seen it already, but I put in the Bedfordshire Facebook group that tomorrow we celebrate 150, which is quite apt as we go into second lockdown on Thursday.
It is.
And actually, Thursday is, hang on, let me just work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thursday is what? Oh, sorry. Robert's counting, so we will wait. But yeah, there's a lot been going on, hasn't there? So almost 8 months.
Thursday will be 33 weeks since we started.
Wow. Which is absolutely amazing. So 33 weeks in lockdown. For many people, still in lockdown. For some, we came out of lockdown and we're going back into lockdown. But that's what our online Knit with Natta is all about, isn't it? Supporting each other when the world is strange.
2 weeks shy of 8 months.
That's unbelievable.
I know.
So 8 months, our lives have been changed. Very, very changed.
2 or 3 times over.
You know this. There will always be Gogglefrogs. There will always be technical glitches, and there will always be wool. So our motto. So I'm still on the green, and you'll be pleased to know I'm using this, so thank you ever so much for this, but we're almost sorted out with that green now. So there's no threat of it being thrown on the fire. So it's absolutely fine, and it's now in a little bag. It's got a very own little bag. It went with me to the hairdressers yesterday. So that yarn cake will stay normal. All right, it won't start pulling off and getting all knotted. It's very knotted yesterday, but it's fine now.
Good. And how was the hairdressers? Lovely,
thank you. Yes, so I had more cut off than I normally would, but you know me, I get up, just brush my hair, and that's it. So it was really nice, but it's just so bizarre that, you know, all these companies yet again are having to close. So we'll see how long it's for. We don't know how long it's for, do we? So I think that's whether everybody behaves themselves. But I hope you've got a cup of tea. So are you branded today?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah. So get your cuppa, sit back, relax, and we will talk about anything and everything, from anything to do with wool through to anything that may just be going on that pops into our minds. And Robert's getting comfortably, so I think he's going to, it's very Chakanori-ish, isn't it? He's about to tell you a story. Not really, I was just trying to make a joke.
No, other than we've both got very busy days ahead of us.
Very, very busy. Very busy.
Which is ironic, considering I'm not at work for the next 4 days. You think it would be chillax, but no.
No. I know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get everything done. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right, shall we say some good mornings?
That would be lovely to say good morning.
We are a small bunch this morning, but he's rushing around to try and get everything done before we disappear again.
Yeah.
So we have Safi. Good morning, Safi.
Morning.
We have Marion. Good morning, Marion.
Good morning.
We have Janice. Good morning, Janice.
Morning.
We have Jean. Good morning, Jean.
Good morning, Jean.
That's your mum.
Good morning, Mum. Sorry, I didn't know whether it was Jean or Jean. Hello, Mum.
We have Deborah. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning.
That's completely my fault, because on the chat, sorry folks, we should probably explain that when we have in the bottom left hand corner of our screens, we can see how many people are in the session, and at the top of it says Angela, but I knew that it was Angela's mum, so I wanted to put her alphabetically in the list. So,
my mum did say hello.
and then we have the lovely Brigitte. Good morning, Brigitte.
Good morning, Brigitte.
So Brigitte, who has also had a very busy morning from a message that she dropped me earlier on. So chill, Brigitte. This hour is just for you. So enjoy, and I hope you've got something woolly in your hand, or, well, maybe not wool, maybe it's tapestry, maybe it's cross stitch, but I hope you've got something in your hand to help you chill for an hour. So there we go.
Yeah.
Oh no, it made me all overcome. And I listened to it from the first time I heard it, even now, that's got to be like the probably 30th or 40th time I've heard it. And wow, just amazing. And that video, I mean, one, Andrew Bocelli's family, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, his wife and two sons, beautiful. Two, how amazing would it be to walk through his house and just see pictures with him with loads of famous people splattered all over the walls? I mean, wow. And then when you hear the words in English, it's beautiful enough, but Italian, and Ed learned, so Andrea taught Ed that in Italian to be able to sing it together.
Oh,
so yeah.
Incredible. Thank you so much. And what's lovely is that we hear different bits of music. So then throughout the day, you can pop onto YouTube. It might think, do you know what? I'll get that. As you know, it might pluck something that I'd like that for Christmas as a little gift or something. So that's what's lovely. You can go on Spotify, whatever you use, and put that in. Because I've never heard that before. So thank you so much. And my mum is still talking to the screen. She's raving about it as well. So just like all of you are, because I know that there's already people who've got who shouldn't have put mascara on today, but you know with our musical interlude, sometimes it's just lots of emotion, and that was amazing.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for choosing that.
That's all right. So, and I wanted to dedicate that today to all of the crafty significant others, and for everything that I have to put up with, from our constant clicking of needles to our poo, I've got to frog it, to the bountiful scarves that neighbours and friends end up with, and there we go. So that's dedicated to whoever your significant other is.
Lovely. That's great.
So, shall we catch up on chat? So Brigitte says, morning peeps, 149. Deborah says, morning all. Safia says, morning all. Lindy says, good morning, everybody. Brigitte says, Gogglefrogs has been a lifesaver and helps keep us sane.
Oh, keeps us sane as well.
Yes, it does. I can't believe how quickly I've gone from furlough and Gogglefrogs every day to, oh no, Gogglefrogs is going to go away because I've gone back to work, to actually now I kind of shape my work week around when I can be in Gogglefrogs. And when I have to do stuff for Gogglefrogs. So, and then Brigitte says, nice bag, Angela.
Got a very nice bag, isn't it, Brigitte? Thank you. A certain pair of socks came in this. Always reuse things.
Janice says, love these sessions. Brigitte says she's back on the blanket after pausing to stitch a couple of cards.
Oh.
And I love this with Andrea and Ed. I posted I've got goosebumps already and they hadn't even started singing. Jackie says, morning all. Good morning, Jackie. Just in time for the musical interlude. And then Brigitte says, at Robert, same here. Jackie says, at Robert, same here. Love Ed Sheeran and this beautiful song. But then she says, oh, never heard this version before. Giving me goosebumps. So it was interesting because that Christmas he had 3 songs that any of them could have reached #1, and they were all switching places depending on who was listening to it. But I don't think he made it in the end. I think something else just beat him. I'll have a look in a second. Deborah says, lovely choice. Thanks, Robert. This brought on my usual music tears. Oh. Janice says, wow. Brigitte says, bawling my eyes out. Good job, no mascara. I saw this in a newsletter from CFM. Wow. At Robert, could you tell me the title, please? Must add this to my Spotify playlist. Yes, it's called. Oh, actually, I don't know. Hang on one second. I forgot what it's called now. You're beautiful or you're perfect or something like that. 2 secs. Oh, have I taken it out already? I've taken it out already. I will find it for you. Do not worry. And then Brigitte says, oh, it's called Perfect. Thank you, Brigitte. And Brigitte says, thank you. It's very appropriate for me at the moment. Oh.
Oh.
Right. So you're working on your niece's shawl, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Working on that. Excited to get onto other things when I can. But this will be the only bit of knitting I get done for a few days.
I haven't done anything for a while, actually. I haven't done anything since last Thursday, since last Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to get this out.
I think I did a little bit, is it Saturday or Sunday night? I can't remember which one it was. I was in bed at 9 o'clock last night, so I didn't get a chance for anything yesterday. By the time we'd eaten, it was off-ski to bed, and an early night.
So here's a question for the room: when you put your knitting down or away for the day, do you throw it in whatever it's going in, or do you fold it up nice and neat so that next time when you pull it out, it's all nice and neat? Because I threw this in the bag at the end of last Wednesday's show because I had to be up at 4 o'clock the following morning. I know I had to be in work for 4 o'clock the following morning, and I just pulled it out and it's a complete mess. And I'm starting to wish that I'd spent that extra 30 seconds and put it away properly. So now I'm getting more frustrated with it. Oh dear.
Well, I think you know the answer to me.
You throw it in the bag, don't you?
It gets a bit of a fold, but that's all. Yeah, but that's me. So let us know what other people do. I think when I think I'm more of a throat person because I always think, well, I'm going to have to block it anyway. So.
What's on your plans for today, Angela?
Well, straight after this, I've got to go to Apple in Milton Keynes. I have got a slot, a collection slot. So I'm presuming there's 2 queues. There's people who, because it is telling you to go at your scheduled slot. So you have 15 minutes. So that's why I thought that would be quite good, because you can just go in. It's definitely there. Scan, because I scanned to go in, I believe, in my order thing. I've got one of those grey splodge things. Yeah, so I'm going to try that and see what it's like. And I thought, in this whole lockdown, I'm going to see, and if it's really, really bad, you know what, I'm just going to give it up a spare job. But I'm sure they'll have it organised. What's the betting?
Oh, it's Apple. They'll be super organised.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, well, there will be 2 queues. And I even put my glasses on today because I can always see better in my glasses than my contact lenses, because I thought it's going to be really difficult, like trying to get to the front door. So, yeah, my scheduled time slot is 11:45. So I'll see what that experience is like. And then I'm back. I've got ebooks to finish. I've got web pages to perfect. I've got all sorts. But once I have this little piece, then I know that we're fine for Saturday. Because I did mention yesterday, who knows what's happening, but we found a way. We're fine. We're fine for Saturday. So everybody, we have found a solution. So don't you worry. Everything's still happening this weekend. So yes, we will be doing our interview. And we do work together. We have got a business together. All right. So yeah, we do have that little caveat, but don't you worry. Everybody is going to be, everything is going to be absolutely fine. Yeah, so it'll be quite fun, good fun, I think, on Saturday.
Good.
And other than that, I really don't know what else I'm doing. It's just I've got about 15 things in my to-do list, and I know there's 2 that I have to do, and then I have to do the other ones after. So, what's on your plans today?
I've got silly little things to do between now and when I need to leave the house at 1 to go for my COVID test.
Yeah.
Then after my COVID test, I think it's you and me on video for most of the afternoon. Ow.
Yeah. What did you hit your hand on?
My table.
Oh,
I went
no.
to my wall before it fell on the floor.
Ooh.
Ouch. That'll teach me. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. And then I should probably make the effort, seeing as I'm not working, to cook some sort of proper dinner. But I've got no idea what we got in the house because Gary went shopping. And then that's about it, I think.
Oh.
So
Well,
probably a nap somewhere as well, because you know me.
yeah, got to. So Brigitte has just asked, will there be some more instructions of how to join on Saturday, or is it for us just as normal joining the Gogglefrog sessions? Yes, it's as normal on Saturday. It's just it starts at 10:45.
9:45.
Sorry, 9:45, 9:45. And that's when I thought, do you know what?
Yeah, so the plan is we start at 9:45. We're going to do hellos, musical intro, and then at 10 o'clock we are going to share a screen so you can see the Instagram feed as part of the session, like you would if you're looking at a Facebook screen. And we will then do the interview, and then we'll come back to you afterwards. That's the plan. So you won't need to do anything. If you want to actually, I don't know whether they'll be able to hear what we're saying though, Angela, if we share it.
They should be able to.
Okay, so we need to test that as well. If you can't hear it, then we will work out what we're going to do.
Yeah, but we should be fine.
You're mute.
And if you do have Instagram as well,
yep, you can follow us on there.
Yeah, you can watch it on there as well. I think that's only for viewing figures, if you know what I mean. You should be able to see us on this because that's what we said we'd try and do. Yes.
Right, so let's go back through some of the chat. So we were talking about what people do with with their projects. So Tracy says it depends on how tired she is. Sometimes she shoves it in the bag, and other times she may fold it up. Brigitte says, I just leave my stuff on my chair so I know where it is. Yeah, I try and do that downstairs, but with my craft room being kind of a working office and ironing room, it's not always appropriate to do it in here. And when I say my craft room becoming a working office, you can see here the needles from the bowl, because there's just literally nowhere else for them to go that's not really in the way.
Oh dear.
Instead of my two-seater sofa, I'm down to a one-seater sofa.
Oh, that's so funny.
And Deborah says, am I okay? COVID test, you look okay. Yes, I'm absolutely fine. I've just got to go to hospital on Friday for a little test, but because it's in a, what's the word? A surgical unit.
Yeah.
I've got to go through self-isolation and a COVID test to be able to have it. So no work now till Saturday, but stuck in the house. So it's not like I can go out for miles and miles of walks or meet up with the lovely Angela. I miss you already.
I miss you already. I really do.
And then Georgie
Let me know if there's anything that you need, because I can get it and I can drop it outside the house. And I will wear gloves. Don't worry.
Thank you. I made sure that before Gary went shopping on Saturday, he had the list of everything that I needed for the next 3 days. Whether he got what he needed, that's his fault. George says, morning all, sorry I'm late. You're never late for Gogglefrogs. And good morning. Nick needed my phone for a work call. How very dare he? Are you now listening while you're in the office, so therefore Nick and Christopher can hear us? Or are you on headphones, so only you can hear us? Or are you at home and Nick's gone to the office? I'm curious, sorry. And then Deborah says, right, of course, thanks, Robert. I'm glad you're okay. Brigitte says, do you have to go to the L&D for a COVID test? If so, don't worry about the appointment time. Join the queue as you can. It took nearly an hour to get to the station. No, so the first time I had the test, I had a drive-through test. This time, because we've gone private, it's a booked test at the hospital where I'm having the procedure done, and I have to be there for 1:30. So, and they said, don't go early, and you can't be late. You don't need to do anything. We'll come out to you, and yeah. So there we go.
That's good.
It was very similar to what I had at the L&D, actually, or sounds very similar to what I had at the L&D. I just literally sat in a one-way drive-through. For those of you that have never had a COVID test before, I sat in a one-way drive-through, and they asked for my name, knew that I was coming, went and found all my information, did the swab when it was my turn, and that was it, done. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
Oh wow, that's good.
No. Georgie says, no, we're at home and he's downstairs and I'm upstairs, and I quite agree, Robert.
Oh. No, I've never had a COVID test, because when I wanted a COVID test,
it didn't exist, did it?
No, you couldn't get one unless you were NHS frontline staff or in hospital. So yes, it was quite bizarre back then in March, April, May time, when just forget it. So there's no point in me having any sort of test unless they can guarantee, if they can tell that I've had it in the past. And so never mind. I'm fine. I'm fine. Do you know what? This is really weird. I've had no sense of smell in 6 months. And I bought a new soap yesterday, a Pears soap, and it had mint in it. And when I smelt it, I could smell something. It didn't smell like mint. So nothing smells like, if I smell like a piece of chocolate, it wouldn't smell like chocolate, because I can only detect certain, there's different base notes in everything. So I can only detect 2 or 3 of them. So I don't actually know what it is. But yeah, it smelled more of a complete smell than normal, than just thinking, well, there's a fragrance of something, but I would not know if it was petrol, chocolate, or something burning. Actually, I cannot smell anything burning at all. I still can't detect anything burning. Hence the fact why my pan is in the bin.
Oh no!
Yeah, I've had to get rid of a few pans since I have no sense of smell.
The point is, you smelt something, so it may be on its way back.
Yeah. So that was really quite exciting.
Have you
But
thought about having like a eucalyptus or menthol steam?
I did a lot of steams at the beginning, and I was advised to put because like washing up liquid, because of the stuff inside it, it gets rid of the infection. So it was recommended that I just inhale that, but put some fairy liquid or whatever else in. I haven't done that for a little while.
Wondering something like, you know when you get a cold, they say to do the Vicks in hot water and put your head over the basin.
Yeah.
Because that unclogs you. I just wonder if something like that might actually trigger I don't know.
Yeah. I'll try it again and see if it does work, because I don't have a blocked nose. It's just so weird.
Oh, I know you haven't got a blocked nose, but I'm thinking that what it might do is just do something to your nerve endings.
Yeah, I'll try it again.
That reawakens them.
Yeah, it's just so bizarre. But never mind. So I smelt something.
Oh.
Didn't know it was mint until I looked at the label, but I smelt something.
Good.
I still can't smell Zaflora. Okay, I put my nose over the Zaflora. I can't smell it, and then I feel the inside of my nose burning. So that's how I know it's not somebody's not put water in it. So it's just different. So maybe I'll get a test at some point.
Anne says good morning.
Hello, Anne. Lovely to see you. So I changed to blue after this, don't I? No, I don't. Yellow, orange.
The air might turn blue because I'm sure you're going to end up frogging some of it.
I am blue next. Yes, I am. I thought it was blue.
Purple.
Huh?
Blue. It's purple.
No, it's blue. Then purple. It goes from green.
It's because you didn't. All I could see was the purple. Sorry.
I get very excited because I know I'm going to change colour soon, and I like to know what I'm changing to next. So do let us know if you've got any great patterns from anywhere. Oh, do you know what? I went into a shop. Let me get these patterns. So, you know me, I haven't been into the shop for a little while because we're into lockdown, but it's the one in Pudsey, and I know Tricia knows it. I can't remember the name, Top Stitch. And they had patterns for £1. And you know when you go somewhere and there's patterns for £1, you can't walk past them, can you? So I've got this one that's in alpaca tweed. And there's a little like snood there as well, so that's quite nice. And then I got this, which is I'm really loving those. So I thought I've got some marble that I could do that with, and I love the fact it's slightly bobbly. It's a little bobbly pattern, and then that one as well. And then I got this one. I wouldn't do it in that, but I quite like slouchy V-neck jumpers, and I thought I'd probably do it a little bit longer than that. And then I got this one. I don't know why. I liked it so much. I got 2 copies. So that's a little jumper and a scarf. But when I looked at them, the scarf takes one more ball than the jumper does. So bargains for £1. So if you've got any yarn shops around you, I know Tracy, you said that you were going out, you and Viv, I believe, you were going out yesterday to stock up just in case. But if there's anything that you need, we've probably got all. Do you know what? We've all got enough in our stash that could keep the whole of Gogglefrogs going for the next year or two anyway. And that's if we shared it all out. So do pop into those local yarn shops if you want in a quick pattern, because I just love that design. I think it's so lovely. So that's in batik double knitting. But yeah, it takes for that for the shawl. I think it's a large scarf. 14 balls. I don't think I could knit like a shawl that had 14 balls. It would just take forever, wouldn't it? So yeah, but I love the cabling on that one. I think it's really quite interesting. Some little patterns, so have a look around, and as people are thinking that's it, I'm not going to be able to open up for the next few weeks, just see if there's anything that you can get. But if you I don't know if anybody is near Top Stitch. They're only open until about 3 o'clock normally. She did do what is it, mail order last time, but she had some lovely patterns, really nice patterns in there. And that was me.
Look over that stuff. That's got to be 14 balls of 50 grams or something.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are 50-gram balls. Still a lot though, isn't it? Still 7 balls for one scarf.
Yeah.
And it's 4 mil. So, 4 mil for a scarf. It's not going to grow very much. So that's why I thought this one might be better, because this had that one there. I thought that might be nicer and easier. So I might be doing marble in that. It wouldn't be exactly the same, but I do like the fact that it's all those little bobbles. I call it the bobble stitch, but you'll call it, it does say lace bobble shawl. Oh, moss stitch scarf. Oh, that's rather impressive. So some little patterns. You know me, I won't get round to any of them. I'll do something totally different or finish off some other projects. But Gogglefrogs is still going, so things are still going to be busy. It's just going to be a lot harder, I think, because we're going to be more separated. And when we first went into lockdown, proper lockdown, it didn't really matter that much because we hadn't been asked for merchandise or wool or anything like that. But you know, we will get through this and we will continue to be there for you. And Facebook, it's Facebook time.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Let me just refresh first. Right, okay. Brigitte, I quite liked your comment saying, I think the only thing I shall run out of is time. Quick look. That's interesting. Is that Deborah who said about the COVID answer? No, Anne said her daughter's had one. I might try and get one. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see what's in Gogglefrogs today. Now, Deborah, I have to say, huge well done. The Hermione Harry Potter scarf is finished. So she was happily doing the scarf until we now shut down. And her granddaughter, who will be 7 on Friday, is coming round today. So we got that finished overnight, and I just love the little tassels at the end as well. So well done, and I know you'll have a very happy granddaughter for her 7th birthday. And that'll be the last time you'll see her until we come out of lockdown, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Little comment from Robert saying, good morning, Gogglefroggers. It's going to be a busy day at Gogglefrogs headquarters and Gogglefrogs headquarters 2 today as we get ready for the show. 1:50 tomorrow.
Just a quick question for the room there. Who thinks HQ1 is here or Angela's? Sorry, carry on.
That's all right. As we get ready for the show, 1:50 tomorrow, and for our guest appearance on the online knitting and stitching show during Saturday's show. And there's 2 comments there off me. It's just whenever I go through to a web chat, anything to do with the internet and web pages, you always have web chat. You don't talk to a human being. And whenever I ask a question, it's more of a complex question, not the standard one. So I end up being asked from several different web chat people. So that's what my comment was. So Lisa said so back Tuesday. This was for her 18th wedding anniversary, 12 years ago. I wanted the design to go into the heart, so I had to stitch it over one thread on 28 count linen. Needed the magnifying glass for that. That is so small, intricate and amazing. And there's an R and a B on it. Isn't it amazing? Thank you so much for sharing that, Brigitte. Absolutely beautiful. I'm always amazed at what people create. I really am. Absolutely stunning, Brigitte. Let's look. And then created an online event for the group for Saturday. And another one for Gogglefrogs at Christmas. And Linda, we did this yesterday, didn't we? That she's creating that design. Another one of her family saying, can you create this for me? So that's beautiful. And we did that. If I can't take my knitting, I'm not going. That's what I like. You've seen my floor. Marion posted this, and this we were talking yesterday about different mitering techniques. So Marion's mitering is pearl 3 on the pearl row. So lovely again. That's much flatter, isn't it? It's amazing how all of them change. I love that because it's like a little ladder as well, you know, like steps up to it. So I think they're all beautiful, and it's just different ones that people want to use. So I love that one. Claire, we showed that yesterday, and that was Deborah's scarf yesterday. So well done for finishing, and that was a stash that's apparently like Rebecca's. And I think that's it. I think that's everything done. If there's anything else to show, let me know.
I put 2 new events in there this morning. One for Saturday for the knitting and stitching show, and then one for Christmas Day.
Yeah, I went over them. Do you want me to go back quicker?
Oh, it's all right. Sorry, I was distracted.
It's all right. So I'll just show you again.
No. If you've done it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's fine.
I thought I mentioned them and scrolled past because I thought I'm not going to. But yes, those are the Christmas ones for you.
I had some lovely pictures for them, but I can't get them to upload for some reason, which is bizarre. So it's defaulted to our front page picture.
Oh, hey ho. Things change all the time, and that's what's so strange. That sometimes you've done something 100 times, they change it, and you either just roll with it or you try and perfect it to how we used to do it. So well done, you.
I think they've just changed the type of picture that they want you to upload, and that's what's done it. But
oh well, it will be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm finishing this row. So what are you doing for the rest of the week, Robert?
So today's Gogglefrogs. Tomorrow, probably more Gogglefrogs and a little bit of Sheringham wrap, just kind of tying up the loose ends that's still left from that. And I'm not sure actually. One day I do between now and Thursday, I do intend to just have I am doing absolutely nothing vegging day.
Yeah, I
Um,
think you need that.
yeah, I need to catch up on some stuff around the house. Oh, I need to start on Christmas. Um, so shopping, I guess, online shopping. What else? I don't know. I keep saying every time I have this time off that I intend to do this and that, and just never actually get to any of it. Which I think is kind of brings us back full circle to that's probably what happens with most people with their stashes. They pick it up thinking, "Oh, I'll have time to do this," and years later, it's still there.
Well, yesterday I was thinking we're not going to have shops for a little while. There's a certain type of shop that we're not going to have open for a while that I think is a real shame, and that's a bookshop. So as I was walking past Waterstones, I went in there, and I normally buy one and buy one half price, whatever they have. So I got this, and she's one of my favourite people to watch on TV. But I got that. So I don't know what it's going to be like, but Sandy Toksvig, to be honest, she used to do a programme on Radio 2. And I know that whenever I was driving the car and she was on, I would find myself laughing to the point that I could not see where I was going. And I'd often have to pull over because there were just tears streaming down my face. So I hope that her written word is going to be as amusing as her, what is it one? And I got this other one, very unusual. Educated. So this is one, didn't quite know what it was, but somebody who'd ever went to school. And it's not about faith, it's more about her life. And so I got that one as well. So hopefully I will read both of them over the next few weeks. I think I've got 3 books left that I haven't read as well. But I thought just in case that should be enough for me to read. I know I've got a garage full of books as well, but I do like buying an odd book. And it's just such a shame, isn't it, that we can't get hold of books when we go into lockdown. So I treated myself yesterday. And I saw something for Christmas as well, which is it's an autobiography by Gary Newman. So I said that is one thing. So you probably don't even know who Gary Newman is, do you? No. You will have heard of the music Cars. It's okay. Robert's a little bit younger than me. So yeah, his autobiography is out. So who knows? He's probably going to be going on tour next year or whenever. So I might even go and see him. But when it came to synthesizers, he was one of the first ones. So yeah, so I found one book, and that's what I love about walking into a bookshop. You look in the shelves and the aisles that you wouldn't normally look at online, and then you discover things, whereas online, no way I'd have seen that. So I've got something on my Christmas list, thankfully. A gift that Alan can buy me. So because he always thinks I'm not buying you wool, and it's the only thing I ever want. so I can get a book now, which is good. Anyway, I'm nearly at the end of my road, so you can finish. We've still got 10 minutes. Fabulous. Will I get another road done in 10 minutes? I don't know.
I think you can.
Can I?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll certainly try.
Readjust myself.
Have you got your hat ready for tomorrow night?
Oh.
And has everybody got their hat ready for tomorrow night? Yes, your hat, because tomorrow night it's our 150th episode, and we are going to be wearing our hats. And then we're going to see, well, it's just going to be nice to see different people's hats, isn't it? So don't worry, Mum. I'll get you a hat or a flower or something for tomorrow night. So we'll have a bit of fun and a little bit of gym. So
okay, top of my to-do list.
Hat out of the loft, yeah.
Oh, I've just changed it. Hats. I have several up there, I believe.
Oh, have you? What,
Yeah.
can you not decide which one to have?
Depends. I know which one I'd like, and I'm sure it's up there, but I know I have backups just in case.
Well, I'm going to have to make sure. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether to wear one that I wore for a wedding that I quite like, or whether to put my Russian type hat on. So we'll see.
Yeah, I can't decide.
I don't have anything like a summer hat, because whenever I've had them, I've used them up on the allotment or something like that, or put them in the garage, and they've sort of gone a little bit icky. So I probably won't be using one of those. So I think it'll be either the wedding one or the Russian one of the two.
Are we oh no, I'll ask you that offline.
Okay. So let's have a look. There's some chats that we didn't get done. So Anne did say thank you very much. Angela, yes, there's a test for COVID antibodies. Our daughter had one as part of her pregnancy review. She has antibodies. She got it early from one of her clients. So I hope your daughter's okay, Anne. Another frustrating thing is when I wanted that test, I couldn't have that test either. So it's just whenever I ask for the test, I can't have one. So then I just think, oh, well, never mind. Tracy, going back to going out and buying things, Tracy said, yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, to be honest. Oh no, the yarn shelves are quite empty, boo-boo. Must have meant I didn't need any more. Got a few other crafty bits to do though, so well done. And can I just say, Tracy, if you need anything, I'm sure I could throw something from my house to where you are. So don't worry. It says that the only thing she was going to run out was time. And Brigitte as well said, well done on getting the Harry Potter scarf done in time, which is amazing. Brigitte says the aperture on the heart hanger is only 3.5 centimetres by 3.5 centimetres. That is tiny, 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 Brigitte. That is unbelievable. Well done. And Brigitte says, did you see Sandy Toksvig on Channel 4, the write-off? I did. I think I watched the first 2 or 3. And I just think she is incredible. Whatever she does, she's got such a heart, hasn't she? She really cares about whatever she does. I didn't see the end one, or did I? I think there was one left to see from the write-off, so I will have to see that. It was great. And Georgie says she has her hat ready and her gin glass. What do you do? So we can't wait for tomorrow night. And
We must have pictures.
Yeah, and Anne says Faye is doing very well. 24 weeks yesterday working from home. Absolutely wonderful. So please pass on our thoughts to her, and we are so happy to hear that, Anne. And keep telling us how she's doing as well, because everybody wants to know. Everybody's really interested. And Deborah says, Brigitte, thanks. And Brigitte says, there were only 2 episodes, so I did see them then. It was interesting how in that there was one person who did really, really struggle, and he'd found so many workarounds that he was still doing the workarounds, wasn't he? But it was great to see them all. Absolutely amazing program. So yeah, I love that. So I'll let you know what the book's like as well. I'm sure it will be funny because she is going around London on a bus, on a double-decker bus. So that should be quite amusing. And can I just say, there's no way I can do Continental Pearl. This is quite difficult. So I think I'll do normal Pearl. So I'll go back to doing my normal Pearl. I can't learn that in sort of 10 minutes. Or rather not get used to it. So after this, oh my gosh, I've got to brave the Apple store. And don't worry, right, everybody, I'm not going to buy some Apple gadget. I need a little connection. It's £9, it's connection. And I just thought, I'm not going to all the shops because they could be out of stock, whereas Apple will not be. So I was able to buy it early this morning. It's then all packed for me. It's then, I've then got my slot to walk in and walk out. And let's hope that everything is so smooth with the whole order processing. But I'm sure it will be. Robert's shaking his head like this. Robert,
no, I'm shaking my head because if I'd known that's what you wanted, I've already told you I had it. But
I know. But you know what? I was sitting there thinking, I am not messaging him early in the morning. This is the first day that Robert's at home, so that's why I didn't. And I just thought, oh, I need that for Friday. Sorry, for Saturday. So Brigitte saying thank you for this session. It's lovely. It's lovely catching up with you. I haven't seen Splodge today, so Splodge hasn't been for food. Splodge has been the last 2 days, not today. But Dan come back in the house. He just sits on the mat and then scurries off because there was just too much going on in here last time he arrived. So, we're about time, aren't we?
we are.
We are. So it seems like an opportune moment to sign off now. So we will see you tomorrow night. There will be giggles with our goggles. Bring your hat, bring the drink of your choice, and get ready to drop the odd stitch or two.
I'd be surprised if anybody's stitching.
Okay, so I can't wait to see the creations that you wear on your heads, and see you tomorrow. And thank you so much, Robert. It's lovely to see you and missing you lots already.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.